to look at those past videos.
I buried them.
And here we are. Hello, people. How are as everybody? Look, I'm so excited. I can't even talk. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And if you're watching the live, please let us know. But you're watching Let Your Voices Be Heard podcast show. We are back, people. We are back for another season. Much more new episodes coming. We're excited. There's a lot happening for the new year. So definitely look forward to for the rest of the fall and winter seasons for our podcast show. And there's a lot going on. So make sure that you tune in. And like I always say, if you can't catch the live, catch the replay on it. So definitely. And as we're talking about new topics, new businesses, new episodes, and new co-hosts. But I'm going to introduce you guys to her in a minute. You see her head. You see her head. So, but I do want to go ahead and introduce our sponsorship program. Yes, this year is going to be different because we've been on doing the show for almost 5 years already. Yeah, since 2020. Let Your Voices Be Heard podcast show is introducing a new sponsorship program for small businesses and entrepreneurs. And how you're able to get on there is to go onto our social media platforms, on our Facebook groups and our Instagram pages. And we want to be able to help and promote small businesses out here in Staten Island. So if you're interested in having your business or your entrepreneurship mentioned here, right here, let your voices be heard. Just check it out. Check out the sponsorship tier, and send me a message. Let me know what your business is about. Let me know what your entrepreneurship is about. If you're a local artist, a performer out here in Staten Island too. Even if you're not on Staten Island, if you're on another borough as well, just send me a message, and you could check out the sponsorship tier program, which is on our social media group on Facebook and on Instagram. So I want to say thank you to our sponsors, CIPRA, Staten Island Puerto Rican Alliance, with our president, Joe Bedrock, and our vice president, Danny Ortiz from Danny Daco Entertainment. They sponsored this show today. Thank you so much. Staten Island Puerto Rican Alliance is a nonprofit organization here in Staten Island. You may know them from the Boricua Culture Fest from Snug Harbor this past June. And they were my guests from the last show. So they went ahead and they sponsored for today. Thank you so much, guys, for sponsoring Let Your Voices Be Heard podcast show. We are excited to have you as our sponsors. Check them out. They are on Facebook, Staten Island Puerto Rican Alliance, just like that. You could type it on your search and check out what they do for the Latino community here in Staten Island. So definitely also on Instagram, which is CIPRA25, I believe. So, and if you want to go ahead and send them questions or inquire about Staten Island Puerto Rican Alliance, you can send them an email, which is info@cipra25.org. So I'm going to have that information after the live on the posting on our posting on Facebook. So thank you so much, guys, for being our sponsors for this show. And make sure that you go ahead and check them out. They're doing great things for the Latino community out here in Staten Island. So, hey, Joe and Danny, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. So, yes, Oh, Shashina just said hi. Hey, Shashina. How you doing, honey? Thank you for tuning in. All right. So as you all know that, Let Your Voices Be Heard has been around for all of this time. And it's always been me. But we wanted to go ahead and bring you more to the show. We wanted to be able to bring more information, more educational, information on all the topics: mental health and wellness, relationships, over 50 and plus, all of the things. And I didn't want to do it alone by myself anymore. So I was like, you know what? I know a great person that will be able to co-host with me. So yes, Let Your Voices Be Heard has a new co-host. And I'm excited to bring her on the show. I am definitely excited. She's not only a new co-host, but she's my friend. I've known her for a long time, and she will definitely bring great insight and information to the show. So hopefully, you guys will tune in, and not only me, but I want to introduce the new co-host, Myra Sanchez. Myra.
Thank you, Marcy. Thank you for that incredible introduction. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for the sponsors.
Yes.
And hello, Shashina. Happy to see you. And I'm just super excited to be here. This is my first time ever doing something like this, and I'm nervous. I'm nervous and excited, and also really, really happy and proud that you've tapped into me as a resource for your audience.
Oh, definitely. I had to have you on, girl. We like the Eminem show over here. Definitely. So, yes, people, this is our new co-host. She will be with us for the rest of the time that we're going to be here. And we have so much to bring you guys. So hopefully you'll be able to be tuning in on our shows. Definitely with that. So thank you, Myra. Thank you for answering the call. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes to co-hosting with me and my crazy ass. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, and I hope I don't regret it.
Oh, no. I know
I know I won't regret it. I know I won't regret it.
She's like, okay, one episode, I'm done with you, Marcy. That's it. Oh, boy, this is going to be fun. I'm telling you. Since now you're co-hosting with me, we're going to be talking about so many different things, right?
Hopefully.
We're going to be talking about a lot of mental health and wellness, like I mentioned before. And, sometimes, we go by, fly by the seats of our pants. And, we just want to be able to have
casual chats. That's what we talked about. We're going to have casual chats around healthy aging.
Yes, definitely. Healthy aging, I think is so important. I believe that there has been a lot of that going on, and I just want to jump on that bandwagon because we're in that category. So that's why we want to be able to do it.
Yes, we are.
Yes, definitely.
I have a story for you.
You do?
I do. I have a story.
I love it. Go ahead.
Just to start us off, right? Because I'm recently married. Your audience doesn't know that, but I'm recently married, and I married someone that's 10 years older than me, and one of the things that I loved about him when we first met was that he had an AARP card. And I was like, oh my gosh, discounts. That's amazing.
Oh my God. No, you didn't.
I did. So now we're married, and I was looking at this article about senior living, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. There's some senior discounts. So I started scrolling and looking at the information, and I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. And then they mentioned like the age range, right?
Yeah.
And I saw, to my surprise, that I fit that category, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, what? Wait a minute. Did I catch up to him? Like, how did that happen? I wasn't expecting it.
Oh my God. Really?
So yes, healthy aging is definitely a topic that's dear to my heart and something that I've been thinking about since I was in my 20s. So it's actually kind of funny to now be in that category of the right age frame, the age range for seniors.
Oh my God, don't say that yet.
I know there's like so much heavy baggage with that word.
Oh my God.
But there's a lot of perks too.
Well, yeah, you could get senior living assistance.
And
You could get that. You could get a cheap rent but you got to wait for somebody to croak for you to get that apartment. So
that's right. That's right. Proximity is power.
yeah, exactly. Oh my God, that's so bad to say. Ay, Dios mío. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Well, today's topic is going to be what do women want? What do women want after 50? So this is going to be fun because there's so many different 50-year-olds out there. They have a different type of mentality.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. 100%.
Yeah, like me. Like, what do you want? Like, what do I want after 50? You know, I want to still be able to function. That's what I want. I want to be able to function. I want to be able to still walk without my knees cracking. I want to be able to have stability also, right? Stability either is financially or job or pension or look forward to it. Because once you get into that 50 plus age range, right, then you're really looking, damn, I still got another 10 years to retire. So it's like, oh my God. And it seems so long, but it really is not. Because 10, 12 years ago, I mean, I wasn't 50, right? So
I wasn't either.
you wasn't either. So, but we was thinking about that future thing, right? We was thinking like, okay, this is how much I have much to retire. But what is it that we really want for women after 50 or even approaching 50? You could be 48, 49, that milestone is around the corner. Like, what did you do when you celebrated your 50th birthday?
Well, my 50th birthday was the best.
Oh, do tell, please.
I decided that it was a big milestone for me, so I celebrated for 50 days straight.
Get the hell out of here. What did I think of that?
That's what I did.
Crazy.
I counted back 50 days from my actual birthday, and every day I celebrated myself up to my 50th birthday.
Wow.
And it was an amazing experience.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was so much fun. And actually, I was broken up with that guy that I actually married now.
Oh.
And during that 50 days, he bought me a car.
Oh my God.
And it was great.
Oh my God.
I was like, this is an amazing birthday gift.
Oh my God. You see, all that time, and you got a car, girl. Oh my God. Hello, hubby. Where's my car? At least a mobility car, something for my old ass.
Oh, let's get you a wheelchair.
No, not until I'm 70.
Okay.
Not until I'm 70.
I'll keep that in mind.
Please.
What did you do on your 50th birthday?
Oh my God, I got drunk. No. Look.
Okay.
No, we went to Atlantic City with a couple of friends and we did a weekend over there. And I was very happy. Like, I wasn't like depressed or anything like that. It's so funny because, when you get to that age, right? And you're like, oh my God, I'm 50. I'm getting older. I was more depressed when I turned 30 than I was when I turned 50. And it's because when I hit 30, right, it was because, oh my God, in my head, I was calculating 50 because it's like, oh my God, this 20 years. 20 years go by real fast, right? And it sure did. Here I am going on 55. So I'm like, I was more depressed then when I turned that age than I did when I was 50. But when I had a great turnout. It was really fun. It was a weekend. My friends were there. We stood in Atlantic City. I went to my favorite restaurant, Cuba Libre, because I am Cuban. So, so I said, why not? And the food was great. The food was amazing. The atmosphere. We went to see some shows. We went to Hard Rock Cafe. The weather was nice. Actually, it wasn't that cold. And we was right by the beach. So I had a nice birthday. for my 50th, and I took a lot of pictures. I'm like, I want to take some pictures because I want to remember what I look like. But definitely, it was a good time, and I think that's what everybody should do, right? It's like celebrate every time that they're able to make it to the next year. You know,
I agree. I
yeah.
agree. And I'll tell you why. I agree. Not that you asked, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
I agree because for me, I didn't expect to live past 28. And the reason I didn't think so was because my brother died at 28.
Yes.
And I just kind of assumed that that was my same trajectory. Because I was too young to understand what was actually happening.
Right.
Fully.
Right.
So it makes sense to kind of jump that conclusion from that perspective, right? If that happened to me today, I wouldn't think that.
Right.
That because it happened to someone else, it was going to happen to me. But
Right.
at that stage, it did. So from every birthday past 28 has been an amazing experience because I know people that didn't make it to that
Yeah.
age. So many people. So I really appreciate and value that I'm still around past my ignorance, past my mistakes, that, like I learned some things and I got the opportunity to course correct, which not everybody gets.
Right.
Sometimes people are lying on their deathbed and they are regretting
Right.
all these things that they had time to do but didn't do.
Right.
And because I had those experiences early, I don't have that
Right.
experience. I'm constantly thinking about those things and being forward thinking
Right.
in preparation for that moment because we all, every human being dies.
Yes, because we're not immortal, and we all have an expiration date, but we just don't know when it's going to come.
Exactly.
And a lot of people that I have known in my life have not had that honor to make it to 50. And when you see something like that, you're like, oh my God, that's a little scary, because it's like, okay, he wasn't or she wasn't even 45 or 48 or so young still.
Right.
Right. But I also believe that it causes, for you to think, like, what was that person's lifestyle like, health-wise? Were they going through something? Were they going through some health issues, or it's just something that suddenly just happened? Because sometimes we do hesitate to go more to the doctors, right? We do hesitate to sometimes say, I'm okay, I feel fine, I don't need to go, but then all of a sudden something comes up and you're like, oh, where did that come from?
Right.
Right? And it's because we weren't checking ourselves. We're not no spring chickens anymore, man.
I'm a spring chicken. I don't know about you. I'm still in spring.
She said, I'm still in spring. Who you talking to, lady? Okay. But, seriously, like other people, they don't think like in that form, especially men. I think so.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with
Yeah.
you. And I think the concept of healthy aging is about staying active, staying relevant, and staying connected. I think those are the three main things that we're actively pursuing in that stage of life. And I think we need to be pursuing that all along, but I think we take it more seriously when we hit that stage of 50.
I think so, definitely. But, this is why we want to be able to encourage people on this show to, if you're checking that box and you're in that age group, definitely to be able to take care of yourself more, be able to see what works for you, what doesn't work for you, as far as, the type of lifestyle. Because when you do try to change the way that you eat, that you work out, that you do things, even a simple walk after dinner or something like that, it's a mindset. It's a mind change, right? Like for instance, for me right now, I've gained some weight, going through this menopause stage. And it's a pain in the rear, for real. And, your hormones are like up and down or going all crazy. you, like I said before, I sat down, my knees are cracking. So I'm like, what the hell? It's like the Tin Man and need a little bit of oil. So I'm like, oh, this sucks. This getting old stuff really sucks. But you see the change in your body happening. You see how your features are changing, your body's changing. Okay, what are you going to do about it? You can go against the grain a little bit, because you have to really put it in your mind. I don't want to suffer this pain no more, or I don't want to just stay, you know. So what I've been doing lately is, after dinner, we take leisurely walks throughout the neighborhood. So I told you I moved, right? And now it's like me and my husband, we walk and we're playing Dora the Explorer. So just to go around and see what's in the neighborhood. So, but it's really a change. So if you make it a routine, if you be consistent with it, you're gonna see some difference. You're gonna see, okay, this is working for me. Before, and I'm gonna give an example. Before, I was using a knee brace, right? And the knee brace, I felt secured, right? Because it's supposed to secure you. It's supposed to give you that strength, right? But then I felt, for me personally, I don't know how other people feel about that, but for me, having the knee brace after a while, I felt like I was hindered. Like, okay, now I feel like a strain. Now I feel like it's just grasping me like hard. And I'm like, okay, I'm not liking this feeling. So I said, you know what? I took it off, right? And I said, listen, if it cracks and it crinkles and whatever, but you have to know that your mind controls your body, right? If you tell your mind to your body, because there's always a conflict, right, between the mind and the body, or the mind and the heart, right? But the mind is the mind. So you have to retrain your brain and say, okay, you know what? I don't want to wear this shit no more. And I want to be able to walk normal. And I want to be able to say, if I'm going to bend down to pick up something, it's not going to take me 5 minutes to get back up. So, you want to be able to think that way, and you just have to gradually, it takes a little longer, but eventually you're going to get there. But consistency is key. And you have to be able to do that. So what do I want after 50 is that not for my knees to crinkle and crack and all that stuff, because it really does bother me, and now I feel a little better. I feel like without it, I feel like I could have a little bit more of a control. I'm able to be able to walk. Yeah, I might hear a little snap, crackle, pop here and there, because it's still there. It's not going to happen overnight. But as long as you stay consistent and you're able to do that, you can do it. You can do it too. So that's my thing with that. So what about you, Myra?
I'm stunned. I'm stunned by your story. And it reminds me of being in my 20s and having these falling spells that would happen regularly. And I wasn't really understanding why I, would just be walking and all of a sudden, boom, I would end up on the floor. And so I saw this orthopedist. And the orthopedist examined my leg and my knee and said that I had a floating kneecap.
Oh.
Which I had never heard of.
Me neither.
And I said, well, what do I need surgery? What are they going to do about that, right? And he goes, no, that's not something that you can do surgery around. You have to get therapy, because you have to strengthen all the little muscle groups that are holding the knee together. And when that happens, the knee won't float anymore. It won't fall out of place.
Okay, that's interesting to hear.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience, like many other experiences where I've had problems in my body that couldn't be easily fixed with pills or surgery.
Right.
I had to go the slow route of recovery, which included often exercise or some kind of physical therapy.
Right.
And that was the result of the fact that as a kid, I didn't walk and move around. Like, I didn't exercise a lot. I wasn't one of those kids. I was one of those kids that the bell rang at school, and I went and sat down on the bench for the entire time
Oh my God.
that the other kids were playing. I was just watching them thinking, why are they doing that? Why does that matter?
Myra.
And I just sat there and I was like very zen, even at that stage of life.
Oh my God. I can imagine.
And the result of that is that I didn't develop all those little tiny muscles that are supposed to be working together for your body to be moving in an optimal way.
Interesting.
And what ends up happening is that when you grow up to a certain age, then you have some weaker muscles
Right.
and stronger muscles.
Right.
But the body is already accustomed to compensating in some way. So it doesn't allow for those little muscles to strengthen. And so that was one experience that I had to have in order to be able to strengthen my legs as a whole
Right.
by strengthening those little muscles around my kneecaps.
Wow. I've never heard of that. Floating knee.
You know what? When we hang out together, you're going to hear a lot of things you never heard of. And you guys too.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Oh my God, that's crazy. I have to really look that up. But so guys watching, let us know about, what do you think about if you're over that age range of 50. Let us know about what your story is and put it in the comments. Definitely, we would love to hear it. Oh, Shashina, Marcy's birthday is Monday. Yes, Shashina, thank you.
Right.
Oh my God, yep, that big old 55 is coming around the corner.
Right. Help me in saying happy birthday to her. Fill up those comments
Yes,
in the replay and let her know that we're thinking about her.
Oh, thank you, Myra. Definitely. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm definitely not going to be on Staten Island. That's for sure.
And it's too late to do 50 plus days of your birthday.
Oh no, we don't have enough.
Maybe when
days
you're
so that-
60, you could do that because I'm thinking about doing that again
Really?
on my 60th birthday. Yes, because here's the thing. In my family, I'm the one who's the big cheerleader. I'm the one who makes a point of letting people know, oh, it's a milestone. Let's do something really great, whatever.
Right.
But there's no Myra in my life. So I have become the Myra to the Myra that I need in my life. And I celebrate the way that I want to be celebrated on
Myra,
those
you don't
special
have to worry
occasions.
about that ever again because you have a Marcy in your life now. I don't know if that's a good or a bad
That would be
thing.
a Marcy for the second time in my life. That would be amazing.
That's crazy. That's right. Oh, wow. You're right about that.
That's
Yep.
right. That'd be really touching.
It really.
That's really touching.
It is. Oh, I just thought of that.
And just to answer your question before about what women want, for me, I want more fun,
Yes.
more depth, more meaningful conversations, meaningful relationships. I want to have better relationships with my kids.
Yeah.
I want a better relationship with my husband.
Yeah.
And I want to really enjoy whatever's left of my life, like really deeply savor it.
Yeah.
Do things like this, challenge myself to do something outside of my box
Right.
and build new pathways of excitement and enjoyment. As much as possible. And I think that if that mindset is there for every day there's something to explore. Every day there's something different that we can ponder, we can try, we can test out and have that mindset like when we were kids, right? Because when you're a kid, everything is new.
Right.
Everything's a wonder. Everything's exciting.
It is.
And often people age because they become inflexible and they stop doing that very thing.
I agree.
And that
so
happens
much.
in 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I mean,
It does.
It really has it's no connection to chronological age. It's just
Right.
attitude. And I'm going to share it with you and the audience. Attitude determines altitude.
There you go. Did you get that, people? Face me. Did you get that? What she said, are you taking notes? Because we've been here before. And we already know what we're talking about. List 55 things to do for the next 12 months, Shashina says.
Oh.
55 things to do for the next 12 months.
Love it.
I like that idea.
Thank you for that challenge.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'll probably
Start us off.
Yeah. Tell us one, Shashina.
Yeah.
Tell us one.
Give us one right now.
Yeah.
Let's brainstorm right here.
She's probably going to be typing. Come on, Shashina. Get
Well, you know
into
what?
it.
This is my one right here. This is my one.
That's
because
right.
even though I've been in podcasts as a guest, I've
Yes.
never been a co-host.
I love it.
So this is my one, and it's going to be all year long.
That's
So
right. You stuck with me, baby.
That's right. I will be exploring what this experience could be like and grow with it. And who knows who I'll become in this chair.
That's right.
Who knows?
You're going to be Myra Sanchez. Do you know Myra Sanchez? Okay. She, a life coach, right?
Yes.
Also with financial.
Well, a life coach focusing on those areas that matter most, right? Money, relationships, and wellness.
There you go. Why you think she's with me? Okay, because
those are the topics.
I said that she was going to be bringing insight and information, and definitely she is here for it. So I love it, definitely. So I heard that you told me that you had some statistics.
Oh, yes. And they were disturbing.
They were disturbing?
To me, it was disturbing because I looked this up, right? And according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, did Shashina just throw
She did.
a number one?
She
What was
did.
it?
Day trip to the spa with the ladies.
Love it. Yes, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. We could do a cold plunge. Have you ever done that?
No. What is that?
What?
Ooh.
Does Shashina know what a cold plunge is?
A cold plunge?
Yes,
Ooh, that sounds.
that is an extreme wellness tip.
Ooh.
That's when you like literally throw yourself in a like ice cold
Oh, no,
bath.
no.
And it completely reboosts your immune system, your heart, and everything.
Really?
Oh yes.
Oh my God. I
Oh,
mean, like
yes.
this, so pull me out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it kind of burns.
It does, I'm sure.
Cold. It's so interesting how cold water can, if it's too extreme, it can actually feel like a hot burn on your skin.
Yes.
It's so interesting how that happens. But anyway, I digress,
Yes.
right? My statistics. So according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which is NAMI, 1 in 5 adults are experiencing mental illness. That's 61.5 million people
Wow.
experiencing mental illness.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
And that was profound.
Right.
That was profound.
Yeah.
And mental illness can be described as anxiety, over chronic stressors,
Right.
chronic overwhelm, inability to process life, as well as, schizophrenia and all those other type
Yeah.
of illnesses too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really intense.
Yeah.
The CDC and the global statistics name the three highest contributors to poor health are heart disease, cancer, and obesity.
Wow.
Right? And so then that also made me think, all right, well, heart disease, cancer, and obesity, like there's emotional components to that.
Right. It is. It is
Right?
because it changes
So-
to your body.
So mental illness also contributes to those kind of lifestyle choices
Right.
that lead to heart disease, cancer, and obesity.
Right.
And I thought that was really, again, powerful.
Yeah. Definitely it is.
The third one I picked up was that according to the U.S. Census Bureau, women are more likely than men not to have any retirement savings.
I believe it. I believe it. Definitely.
I mean, in reality, both men and women at this point are missing retirement savings, and certainly enough to be able to retire and be living a reasonably good life,
Comfortable.
considering all they worked in their
Right.
working years.
Definitely.
And then the last one I picked up was the income figures in the U.S. highlight a substantial gender-based gap, meaning that regardless of work hours, women earn 68 cents for every dollar than a man earns.
That's crazy.
So after all these years, decades and decades and decades, these issues are still with us. This
They're
social
still
inequality,
existing.
this gap that women experience, that we're still fighting for rights
Right.
and abilities to live out life in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable for us, whether we're single or married. We still have those same desires.
Right.
So I thought that was really powerful, and and impactful. And, I went to NAMI years ago for a meeting because at the time my daughter was testing out drugs. And she was living with me, and it made life very difficult because there were times when she would leave the house and with the door wide open and nobody was home.
Wow.
And sometimes she would leave candles burning, and
That's scary.
she'd be off doing something else, and then I'd find it all the way at the very bottom.
Oh my God.
And I mean, that's not a stable life. When you're living with someone who is on drugs or doing some kind of
Yeah.
substance abuse,
Yeah.
it impacts the whole family.
It does.
So I went to NAMI to try to get some kind of support, and they had a lot of resources. And thank God, after a while, my daughter
Yeah.
self-corrected. She moved out of that phase of life,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I'm really grateful. But a lot of women, moms, have adult children who don't.
Right. That's
Right?
true.
And it really, really is challenging on the family.
It can be definitely addiction or any type of disorder. It definitely affects everyone around them, and you just don't know. Some people just don't know, what am I gonna do? Where can I get help? How can I help her or him? I don't want to seem because your child is your child, no matter how old they are.
It's so true.
And you don't want to see them suffer in that way, and you're always going to try to be there, supportive, and try to get them the help that they need, so, and that's just another thing, right? Like my daughter, she just turned 38, right? So, she's with me, she's a single mom, and she takes care of her baby, her son Messiah, that he thinks he's 20 but he's gonna be 7. I'm telling you, that kid, he's too much. But I support her because my mom supported me when I was a single mom, and I had 2 kids, and I was still living under my mom's roof, right? And it's like, oh my God, I didn't want to, burden her anymore. So, you try to find your way out, but when you have obstacles and things in the way and people in your way, and, it gets a little hard, it gets a little hard. And, but thank God for my mom, shout out to my mom. I love you, mami. Te quiero mucho. And, it's just, without her, I wouldn't have not been able to get to where I needed to be. So, but there's a lot of people out there that don't have that privilege, and they don't have parents or people to, guide them and help them and, take them to where they need to be, whether it's your mental health or your body or, just your living situation or anything, and, I hope and I pray that those people that don't have those resources and help, that they're able to find their way, because it is hard, especially when you have addictions in the family, which like I have had, and it's not a good thing. And sometimes, people fall into that category because of their mental health and because of their depression or their anxieties or, suicidal thoughts, and, and it doesn't really matter what age you are, it's across the spectrum. And then, something in that perspective, you're able to hopefully help that person, like right now I have a friend, and they're going through a lot of health issues. She's around the same age as us, and I see her I've known her all my life since we were children, and definitely I've known each and every single stage of her life, right? But it came to the point where now it has taken a different turn, and I seen how her health has diminished, and it hurts my heart, because it's like you try to support them and be there for them, and you just don't know how to go about it, because the conversations are different. I don't know if you would if you get that. The conversations are different. They're not the same as it was before all of these health changes happened, right? So I feel like there's more anger. I feel like there's more depression because of all these health changes that she's gone through. And you try to find your way to help them or to say something or to guide them or to point them into a direction. But because I feel that their mentality is so in tune into their emotions that they are not listening to what you're trying to tell them. And it becomes harder and harder to speak with them or to talk to them or to even say, I'm still here, man. I'm still caring for you. I'm still trying to be there for you as much as I can, because we have two different lives now. It's not the same. So when you're trying to be there and you're trying to say, hey, and they're not listening because, like I said, they're into their own emotion because of their own changes of their health, it's hard. So what do you do with that? Like, how do you try to say, hey, wake up, I'm here, listen to me when I'm trying to tell you? And they just turn and then they focus on you as something negative because they're not hearing what they want to hear. So it's hard when you go through all these health changes at this age, So all you can do is try to be continuously there.
I'm sensitive to that. I definitely experienced something like that with my mom, as she was going through dramatic health crisis, a dramatic health crisis, and I, as her caregiver, had those very difficult moments. And today I was thinking about it. I mean, she passed a couple of years ago, but I still think about her,
Right.
and I still miss her.
Of course.
And I recognize that we had a real complex relationship, and that the reason I was able to be in her life for so long as a caregiver was because I had some distance from her, some physical distance that allowed me to have enough breathing room to process my emotions when she and I got into conflicts.
Yeah.
And when the health crisis came, that distance was not possible because I was on site with her 24/7.
Right.
And all of a sudden, everything that was buried in the past from childhood came crashing forward.
Oh, wow.
And it was really challenging to share space with her and support her and clean up after her and try to do all those caregiving things that were required and have her treat me like I was garbage.
Yeah.
Right? Say things that were really painful and hard
Right.
to hear. And I was like, I just left my house and I'm not taking care of this and that to take care of you. And this is how you're treating me. I mean, it was really, really difficult.
Yeah.
And I had to reconcile all of that in order to so it was actually something positive came from that.
Right.
Because it made me handle the stuff that I had suppressed and buried that needed processing and healing for me to grow, right?
Right.
Because sometimes our childhood stuff stays with us.
Right. It does.
And it comes out in the most inopportune moments. And for me to have a better relationship with my kids and a better relationship with my husband,
Right.
I had to deal with that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would never have dealt with it if I had not been in that situation. Because I would have just kind of thought, oh, it's back there. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
But it does, because it impacts intimacy and the relationships in intimate relationships.
Right.
So whatever happened with your caregiver, as in your youth, if it didn't get processed, if it didn't get dealt with,
Right.
it comes out in other places whenever you're
It
close
does.
again.
Yeah.
Whenever you are back in that space where you feel connected in that deep way
Right.
with someone,
Right.
Because then the safety, the emotional safety is not there. And if it's not there,
Right.
your trust is not there. And if your trust isn't there, you don't have much of an intimate relationship.
Definitely. I agree with that. But I'm sure that there's a lot of people that don't know how to handle situations like that, like what would you think, or what would you say
Well,
how to handle, or at least try to grasp?
one thing that I leaned very heavily on during that time was my faith.
Yes.
And I kept reminding myself, right, that God's plan for me was better than my plan for myself.
Right.
I kept reminding myself of Romans 8:28, which happens, my birthday. So that happens to be the verse that I really connect with,
Right.
which is, all things are happening for good, right?
Right.
And so I kept telling myself that
Mm.
that even though this didn't feel good, what was
Right.
happening wasn't feeling good,
Right.
that it still was for my good, and that allowed me
Right.
to look for the opportunity
Okay.
for growth, for my growth, right?
Right.
I couldn't change my mother. I wanted to, but I couldn't.
Right.
And so refocusing my energy on what I could change, what I had capacity and power to make
Right.
happen, that allowed me to grow. So even though my mother wasn't growing with me and certainly wasn't growing the way I wanted her to,
Right.
which was
right.
disappointing, right? Because as a life coach, as I was building the tools and the skills to have more quality of life, I wanted to share that with her.
Right. Right.
And I felt like she was rejecting it. And in rejecting that, she was rejecting me.
Right.
And so it made a lot of the relationship challenging.
Yes.
However, over time, I got to realize, you know what? Free will is important, right? It's so important that even it won't put himself into your life until you ask.
Right.
That's how important it is.
It is.
So I said to myself, am I going to trample over her free will
Right.
just because I want a different mom?
Ah.
And God decided in his wisdom that my mom was the perfect mom for me.
Right.
Right. And so could I accept that?
Right. Right.
And so that's where I went during those times. And as a result of that, it helped me grow and develop the character and the emotional strength to be able to still show up, be present, love her
Right.
as she was,
Right.
being who I am,
Yes.
without forcing
Right.
a different result that wasn't going to happen.
Right.
Right. And not put my will against her while she was already frail from being ill. I mean, she was so frail in her body that rather than put her energy to helping herself get better,
Right.
she used all her energy to direct her anger at me, because she was angry to have her body failing her. Right.
Right.
And I understood that.
Right.
I
Right.
understood that.
Well, thank
'Cause
God
she
you
was-
did.
She was using her strength in a way that was harmful.
Right.
Right. But hey, who doesn't on some level, we all do that at
It's
some
true.
place or another. We all sabotage ourselves somehow in the very things we want.
That's true. I agree with that. Definitely. It's the way that you think about that, right? Because if it was another person, there are people that they get frustrated with the situation and they'll give up.
It's true. It's totally true.
And
Believe
they'll
me,
be-
I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it a lot.
It can get frustrating. It can get frustrating when you're feeling that you're not coming across that person and they're not receptive to what you're saying. And it's like, oh, how can I get through this person?
Right.
Why are they not listening to what I'm saying? It's like you're hitting a wall. But you have to have, in everything that you said to me, what I got was you had patience and love.
And the flexibility.
Yes.
Right? To mind my side of the street. Because that's the whole thing. I mean, as human beings, we all can see in someone else what they need to do. And
Right.
we have such a tough time seeing, wait a minute, what do I need to do?
Right.
Right? Maybe I see this and it bothers me so much because it's an unhealed place in my own life.
Right.
Right? But it's really tough to have that kind of rigorous honesty with oneself.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
So,
It can be, yeah.
it's easier to just focus on someone else's problems or on someone else's behavior and how that is making us feel.
Right.
Right. And it is the first level of recovery to recognize
Right.
I can only have the power to change me. Like, that's it.
That's
right?
it.
I'm powerless to change someone else. I can invite them, I can encourage them, I can
Yes.
show them, but I can't do it, right? That old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot
Can't.
make them drink.
That's right. That's
And
it.
those adages have been there for millennia, and they're there because they're true.
It is true. It
No
is
matter
true.
what, they're true.
Each and individual person is their own right mind, right? We have a unique, you know, way that God created us, right? In our own mind. Not even identical twins. I would say each of those twins have their own way of thinking, their own mind, their own consciousness, their own way of receiving things. And just because you look like your sister or your brother doesn't mean that you're exactly alike. I mean, oh, we finish each other's sentences, or, we say things at the same time, or things of that nature, but there always going to be something that's going to be different.
Right. And I think those differences have meaning, and they are for a purpose and a reason. And to like actually accept that
Right.
and say, okay, I may not know what the purpose is, but I don't have to know. I could just accept, okay, this is different and it must be different on purpose. And that's it. And
Right.
and just kind of like leave that there. It doesn't mean you don't actually acknowledge what you feel.
Right.
It just means that you acknowledge what you feel and you recognize the value, right? The value, and you put that into place in the love. You allow yourself to give to someone else that respect and free will that you would want.
Definitely. Of course. Everybody wants to be respected and loved,
Yeah.
right? Nobody wants to be, hand around like, something that you want to throw away,
And told what to do. Nobody wants to be told to do what to do, especially in New York. They don't want to be told what to do.
They don't want to be told. I don't want to be told at my age, I'll send you somewhere. So
There you go. So imagine, like, I think aging is about learning to be flexible and learning to surrender. And that's real tough
it is.
for people in our culture.
Ooh, forget about it,
Right?
especially me. Ooh.
It's tough. It's tough. So it's good if you practice to do that flexibility and surrender every day, a little bit at a time. So when that moment strikes, if it strikes, and you are reliant on someone else,
Right.
you can be a little bit more at ease in
Yeah.
that place rather than fighting it. Because a lot of people don't practice that.
Right.
They don't practice that flexibility. They don't practice that surrender. And they say that aging is a second childhood,
It sure is. It
right?
sure is.
So we're all Benjamin Button on some level.
Oh my God. Imagine. Oh my God. That's crazy. You're going backwards. I would like that. And then I'll stop it in my 20s.
Yeah. You know what? If you could, but
I
suppose
know.
you can't.
I know. It's crazy. No, but seriously, I mean, yeah, when you get to a certain age, listen, I always say if you don't change and you don't grow, you're always going to stay behind, right? Because it's like you have to grow. You can't stay the same way. You have to be able to take your past life experiences, right? And learn from that. And you have to, if you don't learn from that, you're not going to grow. You're not going to be able to say, okay, you're doomed to repeat the same mistakes again. And you're going to continue to do the same thing and expect a different results. And it's not going to happen.
And that's also the definition of insanity.
I could
That's
be a little crazy myself.
Loca. That's what that is.
Loco en la cabeza. Definitely. But listen, let me tell you. So guys that are watching, let us know what you think about our topic today. We have a lot of other topics that we want to be able to bring to you guys. And definitely leave your comments, post your questions. Let us know what do you think about today's topic on what do women want over 50 or at 50. So let's summarize. What did you learn today, Myra?
I learned that your birthday's on Monday.
Oh my God. Yes.
I learned that Shoshana gets online in live. And I also learned that being out of your comfort zone is survivable. and not only survivable, but it's also an opportunity to be excited and stimulated and feel alive, right? Because I mean, when you're doing the same old thing,
Yeah.
life gets a little boring.
It sure does.
And I don't like to think of myself as boring,
I sure don't.
and I don't like to be bored. So
Okay.
this was a good way to spend a Friday night.
There you go. You see, I love it. That's the purpose of it.
Exactly.
That's why we do these things, and we definitely want more of you guys to comment on this and be able to
Interact.
yes,
And let us know what's important to you and what you're thinking. Let's have a whole party here.
yeah. Listen, like I said, I'm so happy that you're co-hosting with me. I think we could bring so much more to the table. There's so many different topics to talk about in life, just in life in general, whether it's our personal experiences or things that we've learned. Um, Shashina says, hopefully I'll meet my future husband over 50. Okay, Shashina. I told you, Shashina, we're going to be doing those dating games for you, girl. We're going to do that. I've always told her, I said, Shashina, we're going to get you a man, girl.
All right.
So we're going to work on that. But I'm glad that she's watching, and I hope everybody else is watching too. Definitely, this is something that we want to be able to bring to the table. And
what are we going to be discussing next time?
what we're going to be discussing next time. Let me put my glasses on for this one.
All right. While she puts on her glasses, I just want to remind the audience and the listeners to add what your 55 things are that you might try to explore for next year. Throw some
yes.
ideas into the comments and illuminate us, because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing.
Yes, Rosina. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Definitely. She says we're good together. We like. I told you this is the M&M show. Next time we're gonna come in here with some M&M shirts.
Sweet and crunchy. That's us.
I love it. I love that one. Well, to answer to your question, the next topic, I believe we were discussing on downsizing.
That's right. Clutter.
Yes, when to let go. Okay.
How to let go when
how
your
to-
heart wants to hold on.
Oh my God, that's another topic. I can't wait for that one, and it's gonna come soon. We're gonna be posting on our next air date, so make sure that you're tuning in, and you also go to our Facebook page. Don't forget about that. Let Your Voices Be Heard podcast show. Become a member of our group there, so you're always in tune when our next programming is going to come up. Definitely. And let me see. And also, we want to talk about more bringing into men's health. I've had a lot of people come and say, this is great. I believe that we need to speak on that more as well, because we're always with the women, right? Because that's who we are. But I believe that, we also got to take a little bit care of the men as well. So what do you think about that, Myra?
Well, I'm gonna say that we don't talk about that, not because we're women. We don't talk about that because men make it so difficult.
Oh, good point. They
Men
can.
are very resistant to personal growth, and I know because I've been in so many personal growth
Yeah.
organizations, committees, classes, retreats over the years, and there's
Right.
always been like 90 to 95% women and like maybe 5% men.
Wow.
And I'm talking doctors, psychiatrists, not like regular Joes. Like I'm
Right.
talking men in professions of wellness still resist going to these things.
Wow. So you think that bringing up those topics is going to be a little challenging to get people to listen, for the men to listen?
Well, I mean, I don't know that it's challenging to get the men to listen, but it seems to me like men in general just lean on us taking care of them rather than recognizing they need to do their own part in caring for themselves.
So we're going to have to word those the topics very carefully so we could use words that grasp their attention, and also to be able to, just to have them in tune there, because, you're right about them being stubborn. They can be, difficult and challenging at times. God knows I have one at home. So,
I do too. I do too.
yes, definitely. But you know what? I say that as much as challenging or stubborn or difficult that they can be, at the end of the day, after we say what we say, they might not be receptive at the moment, but they definitely do listen
That's true.
and
That's
they
true.
process it in their own time.
That's true. And that's
So-
why I'm happily married. The second time around, because the first time around was not the case.
Yeah.
Right. And that leads to another thing, right? It's growing at your own pace,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Because we don't all grow at the same pace. Nothing in this world grows at the same pace.
Oh, no.
All plants don't grow at the same place. Trees don't grow at the same. I mean, people don't grow at the same place
Right.
and pace.
Pace?
The same. They don't grow in the same places, and they don't grow in the same paces. But that teaches us to be more what? Patient
Oh, my God. Yes.
and more flexible about giving people the space and time to grow at their own pace.
Yeah.
That's what
definitely.
I'm learning in my marriage. And it's challenging because I want it and I want it now,
That's
which is a very Puerto Rican thing.
it's so Latina thing, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So I mean, I married a non-Latin guy and I have never felt so Latin as I feel today.
He just brings it out of you, girl.
Oh my goodness.
You're like, what?
It's just incredible. It's like, I'm really Latin.
Latina. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
But no, seriously, I get what you're saying with that because, well, I've been married 30 years with my husband, right? And we could imagine all the stages that we went through together. Oh my God, I could be here all day. I think Kimber will fall asleep back there. But I'm telling you, it was a lot, right? And I didn't have the patience back then on how I'm learning to have the patience now. Because if I react the way that I used to react back then, I will have a heart attack. Then I would just die. And then who's going to fuss on him? So
That's smart. That's smart.
So now, that's another thing. You have to learn on having that patience.
Yes. And which battle is worth fighting?
Fighting.
Right? Some battles are not worth you dying on that hill.
You know
just
what?
not worth it.
It's not worth it. And you know what? And because we do, not me and my husband, but I'm saying generally, we do, people fight. It also has to do with a lot of pride and ego, right? Because I'm not gonna let him talk to me like that, or who are you looking at? It's that thing, So it's like that rage just comes up, and well, I'm like, you know what, whatever. I just turn around and I walk away. Sometimes I feel proud of myself because I did that and I didn't come and kill him. So I was like, Marcy, you're doing some progress here. Thank you. And he's still alive. So it's a good thing. I'm telling
good.
you.
Yes, that's good. I've come to a murder in my sleep. That has begun to happen now, that every now and then I'll have a dream where I'm actually murdering someone and it feels so good. And then I wake up and I'm like, I'm very zen now.
It was just a dream. And you look over and you're like, okay, you're not bleeding? Okay. That's it, I'm telling you. But yes, for our next topic on our next show, it's going to be downsizing, when to let go, things of emotional items, things.
Weight.
Yes, it has meaning.
Weight. Emotional weight.
Yes.
Physical weight.
Yes. And
mental weight.
And mental weight. I think that's most of the thing.
Because there's clutter in all three of those areas. Plus now digital.
Yes, right? Oh my God. It's like I have to buy some more storage space now. It's such a pain in the butt. But definitely, these are the topics that we want to bring you in order to, have you learn. When is the next episode? We're going to be posting it soon, Shashina. We want to be able to do it at the beginning of November. So
I thought we talked about third week of the month.
Third week of the month, is that what you said? Oh, yeah,
That's
right.
what we were talking about.
You see, I'm so bad.
We're gonna get it together for you guys.
Get it together. We are. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We want to be able to be consistent more for throughout the season, for the fall and the winter. So we want to be able to not just keep you hanging on the edge of your seat to see when we're going to be coming back onto your screens. So once we have those scheduled, and we're going to be able to put it out there. But yes, we're going to be doing it every third of the week, right? Is that what you said?
Every third week of the month.
Every
We were
third.
thinking about. Although next month will be Thanksgiving,
Oh, yeah.
and I think it lands on the third week.
So we could do it the week before because
So-
people are, eating and vacationing and, but they could watch us, while you're eating your dinner.
You know what? We'd be like dinner and a show.
Dinner and a show.
That's what that would be.
You see? I love that idea. Do you see, Myra? That's why I wanted you here with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So, guys, we're coming close to the edge. To the edge is what I said. I should say to the end.
We live on the edge, though. We live on the edge.
We live on the edge. Myra, so how did you feel today after this?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah?
I feel ready for Halloween.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna dress up as a podcaster,
Oh my god. I
and
love
now it's
it.
gonna be real. Now it's
Oh
gonna be real.
my god, you are a crazy lady. I swear to gosh. She says go dress as a podcaster. You're gonna have a microphone on your neck,
I think so. I
right?
think so.
You could do that.
I think I could. I think I'm gonna go all out. I think and I'm going dancing with my husband for Halloween. That's we're gonna take a tango lesson
Oh, I love that.
just because I've never done tango before, and I know he hasn't
Da,
either.
da,
So
da, da, da,
yeah,
da.
I mean, I was trying to get him to be Gomez to my Mortish,
Ooh.
but he's not going for that.
Oh my lord. You don't want to be Adams? No.
Oh, actually,
Gomez.
in our situation, it could work the other way, right? I could be Gomez.
That's
Because
right.
I'm Latin, and he could be Morticia, but he wouldn't go for it.
Oh
No matter
my
how much I
God.
begged and pleaded, he was like,
Oh.
"I'm not doing that."
Come on, I want to. I'll pay for that. I want to see him dressing up as a Morticia over there.
Yeah. So instead of I might go as a groupie. I'm gonna go as a groupie, and he'll be my no. I'm the podcaster. He's the groupie. He's the follower,
Okay.
right?
I love it.
He'll be my groupie. That's what we're gonna do. So I'll take a picture and share it.
Oh, please do. I would love to see that. I will definitely put that on my social media. Definitely. Oh wow! So yes, guys, that is our next topic. Okay, so make sure that you tune in, and then of course once we get our schedule out there, but yes, we're going to be 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be shooting for once a month for a little while till we get the hang of everything, and then hopefully twice a month.
Yes, twice a month.
You let us know. I mean, obviously it's the audience, right? The audience interacts and the sponsorships. If there's more engagement, then we will be
Yes.
showing up more because we want that. Oh,
She said once a month is not enough.
tell your friends, girl. Tell your friends.
Tell your friend to tell a friend, definitely. So we want to be able to bring and mention again our sponsorship program. Please look it up on our Facebook group and also on our Instagram page. We are also working on developing our website. So, but that's going to come soon, hopefully before the end of the year. So if not, it will be the beginning of the year. But definitely, we want you guys to enjoy our future shows and also engage and leave your comments and your posts up on our page and on our Facebook page. Again, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Staten Island Puerto Rican Alliance, for being our sponsors for the show today. Please make sure that you check them out on Facebook and on Instagram. And they have their Facebook, Staten Island Puerto Rican Alliance, a nonprofit organization for the Latino community here in Staten Island, and of course across the boroughs as well. They're doing great things. They're doing networking. They're doing educational programs. They're looking into so many different things to help the Latin community in education, in the arts. So many great things that they're coming up with. And of course, our gala is coming up in February of 2026. So I'm excited.
Gala. I
Yeah.
don't know anything about this gala.
Well, you're going to know because you're going to be a part of it too. So definitely stay tuned for that. But that's just something. Shh, don't say nothing yet. So, but definitely check them out. Staten Island Puerto Rican Alliance, CIPRA. And if you have any information that you would like to gather from them, just shoot them an email. Info at cipra25.org. That's SIPRA 25.org. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show today. And as I mentioned, if you are a small business owner, if you're an entrepreneur or a local artist that want to put your name out there and want to grow with us, send me a message or an email, and I can send you all of the information that you need to become a sponsor for our show. So, any last words, Myra?
Thank you. Thank you Shashina, for making this so easy for me. And
Because I made it so hard for you.
and thank you, Marcy, in all seriousness. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. I'm super excited to be here and share this time with you.
Thank you for answering the call. And I love to have you always on. And also check her out too. She is La Mama Dragon at Instagram. Check her out. And also her entrepreneurship is a Dragon Lifestyle LLC. So check her out. She's on Instagram and she's also on Facebook. She does great, wonderful things, and she's so easy to talk to. And I love to have her always with me. That's why I wanted her as a co-host. So definitely, guys, I appreciate you watching. And yeah, that's all for today.
That's a
guys.
wrap.
That's it. So make sure you guys tune in, okay? Peace out. Oh, man, that was great, man.